Hello, Dustyn from Miller Plant Farm here. You're joining me kind of in one of our top fields on the farm. It's where we grew our watermelons this year, and luckily so, with the ridiculous rain event we got back in July, it actually worked out well to be on high ground. But what I want to illustrate today is I've had conversations with people, customers, even friends, talking about work a little bit about this thing called scorch or scald. And a great example of that is in the watermelon patch. We're in amongst one of the older watermelon patches right now, and we've lost a lot of our cover, a lot of our canopy. The vines have kind of run their course. They're getting old, it's getting late in the season, and they've collapsed for the most part. So you're seeing a lot of exposed melons here. And don't get alarmed, a lot of these are just insignificant, unmarketable fruits that are used to pollinate the seedless watermelons. So not a tremendous amount of loss here, but what we're talking about is this scald and scorching. And you can see on these couple that I kind of cherry picked here to illustrate, it's kind of the spot that faces the most direct, intense sun, and it just kind of gets, it's really hot to the touch actually, but it just kind of starts to brown, and it's still firm, but it's just not very attractive. It doesn't really mess up the taste of the fruit or anything. It's mostly cosmetic. Overall, long term, it would certainly start to rot the fruit, and it's not the belly either. You know, if we roll these over, you see the yellow bellies where they actually lay on the ground. This is something from the sun. So these late summer, hot, humid, you know, just really sunny stretches, that's what it'll do to the watermelons. And from this standpoint, it's strictly cosmetic. But what this amounts to is when you get into the fall crops, such as pumpkins, cosmetic issues are no good. So let's go check that out. Come with me. Now we're in the pumpkin patch. Thanks for joining me again. And what you see here is a little bit more of a lush field. Still a vine crop, our pumpkins, but we've got a lot more vine, a lot more canopy, which is providing shade for the fruit that lies below. We're at the point now where the field is starting to just thin out a little bit of collapse, which is a good thing, because when it's time to pick, which we're really kind of getting there, we'll be able to find them and do a more efficient job of picking them. But anyway, what you see here is I have a white one that I can lift, but you know, it's protected by a little bit of canopy. You know, the heavy, direct southern sun, it's getting some shade, and that's really important with pumpkins because, you know, it's a cosmetic thing. You buy these things not to eat, but to decorate with. So it's very important that we have a good protected crop. It's also the reason why, if you visit the garden center right now, we don't have any pumpkins out quite yet, but the weather looks good next week. I think till the end of the week. If not then, early next week, we're hoping to get some picked and get them at the garden center and hope that it's finally time to decorate for fall. Some folks might have pumpkins out right now, and we usually like to have them out by the end of August, but when the weather forecast is intense like it has been, I just don't feel like we're doing a great service to our customer by providing them something that has such a high risk of scald. So that's just a quick little lesson on sun scald and how we like to make sure that we're making good decisions to provide the best quality for our customers. Thanks for watching.